You're here because you want more than a 9-to-5 grind. Want to know the hidden strategies that turned ordinary teenagers into millionaires. Whether you're dreaming of fast cars, world travel, or just the freedom to wake up when you damn well please, this is your wake-up call to make those dreams a reality. And don't think for a second these are newfangled life hacks. No, these principles are as old as time itself. They've made men wealthy for thousands of years, and they'll continue to do so for thousands more. From the ancient traders of Greece to the tech moguls of Silicon Valley, these principles are universal. On this channel, we don't chase trends. We apply age-old wisdom to the modern world. If you're serious about leaving the rat race and joining the ranks of the truly wealthy, then you won't want to miss this. You ready to wake up? For each brutal strategy I lay down, I'm handing you actionable steps, clear, concrete moves you can make. I'm also giving you real-world examples, case studies of young guns who turned these principles into millions. You'll get an insider look at their strategies so you can model your own path after theirs. No vague nonsense. This is the blueprint, gentlemen, can be broken down into 2 simple principles. Ignore it at your own peril. Now, let's get started. Principle 1. Identify high-growth opportunities. Listen up. When I say identify high-growth opportunities, don't think for a second that I'm talking about measly 3 to 5% growth. Don't make me laugh. I mean industries that are set to explode 2x, 5x, 10x their current size. If you can't see the opportunities when a new technology emerges, when regulations change, or when consumer behavior takes a sharp turn, then you're already trailing behind, son. Wake up and smell the market shifts. Spot these opportunities and act before everyone else gets wise. Anything less and you might as well keep slaving away at that dead-end job. Here is how to do it. First, you want to do some market research. Before investing time, energy, or capital, understand the industry. This involves reading publications, following thought leaders in that space, and maybe even conducting your own primary research like surveys or interviews. Once you have a list of industries, conduct a SWOT analysis. This looks at strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. It helps to better understand where you or your potential investment stands in the greater landscape. Finally, you want to have a risk mitigation play. High growth usually comes with high risk. Always have an exit strategy and risk mitigation plans in place. All right, so you've identified a high growth industry, like artificial intelligence. Great, but now what? You've got a few plays here. For instance, you could dive in head first and launch your own venture in the AI space. It could be an educational platform, a YouTube channel breaking down complex AI topics, or even your own AI consulting agency. Put your stamp on the industry. Alternatively, you could play the market. Invest in an up-and-coming AI firm, hold on tight, and ride that rocket to the moon. And if you're not the gambling type, consider joining an AI startup. Secure an equity stake, contribute your skills, and when that company skyrockets in value or goes public, you'll be laughing all the way to the bank. The key is action, gentlemen. In a high-growth field, even a small slice of the pie can turn into a feast. So get your seat at the table. Let's have a look at real-world examples. Now take the electric vehicle market, for example. A few years back, anyone with half a brain could see that sustainability was more than just a buzzword. Regulations tightening, consumer behavior shifting towards eco-friendly choices. These are the cues, gentlemen. So, what would you do? You'd start by scouring the market data, sales figures, trends, customer reviews, even patents filed in that sector. Dig into reports, not just skim them. Look at the players involved, the startups, the giants, and the disruptors. Identify the gaps, see where the demand outweighs supply, and then, only then, can you start thinking you've got a shot at tapping into a high-growth opportunity. Use tools such as Google Trends to identify potential trends. Also, we can look at websites like Statista, or for market research, use firms like Forrester and Gartner, IBISWorld. But the best is to look at specific white papers from experts in the industry. That will give you insights that 99% of your competition is too lazy to find. Let's look at a young millionaire that used this principle to make his millions. Eric Finman, who invested in Bitcoin at age 12, serves as an excellent example. His keen eye identified the potential for exponential growth in the value of Bitcoin at a time when it was largely considered a joke or too speculative. By 18, he was a millionaire, and the initial investment of $1,000 swelled to a fortune. He saw a high-growth opportunity, educated himself, took a calculated risk, and it paid off massively. Principle 2. Use leverage. What do I mean by leverage? The concept of leverage is about using resources, be it time, money, or skills. We need to look at the most effective way to achieve a high return on investment. In financial terms, this often means using borrowed capital for investment and earning a return substantially above the borrowing cost. However, leverage doesn't just apply to money, it can also mean leveraging your network, your skills, and even your time. There are 3 different types of leverage that you can use. Firstly, we can look at financial leverage. This isn't monopoly money. This is the real world. Let's get it straight. You can't get rich with just what's in your wallet. You're going to have to borrow to invest and scale up your business. Real estate? That's leverage. Business loans? Leverage again. The rich use other people's money to make more money. But caution, use leverage wisely. You mess up, you end up in debt. You get it right, you're on the road to riches. The second leverage is skill leverage. Stop trading your time for money like a schmuck. Your skills are worth more than just an hourly wage. Create something that generates income even when you're asleep. Write a best-selling book, develop a software, create a course. Lastly, we can look at network leverage. Who you know isn't just a cheesy phrasey, it's a fact. Your network can be a goldmine, but only if you dig. Use your connections to get into rooms you can't enter alone. Use them to find opportunities, partnerships, or even mentors. You think Elon Musk got where he is just by knowing how to build a rocket? No, he knows how to harness the power of the people around him. Now let's look at real-world examples. Many millionaires are made in the real estate industry through leverage. Let's say you've got $20,000 in your pocket. You could buy a worn-down house with cash, then flip it and double your money. Or you use that as a down payment on a $200,000 property, leveraging a mortgage to control an asset 10 times your initial investment. Rent it out, and not only are you having your mortgage paid by someone else, but you're also likely seeing appreciation on the full $200,000, not just your initial $20,000. You're also entitled to tax benefits and, if you're savvy, additional cash flow. Secondly, do you think you need a warehouse full of inventory to start a business? Think again. Dropshipping is the epitome of skill and financial leverage in the e-commerce world. You don't hold any inventory, you don't handle shipping. Your primary skills are in marketing and customer acquisition. You're using the manufacturing and distribution power of someone else to fulfill your orders. Your startup costs are minimal, but your earning potential virtually limitless if you know how to drive traffic and convert sales. You might think that dropshipping is a modern invention, a product of the digital age. But guess what? The fundamental concept behind dropshipping has been around for hundreds of years. Ever heard of the Silk Road? Well, traders back then didn't necessarily manufacture silk, spices, or any of the other goods they were selling. They acted as middlemen, linking producers in the East with buyers in the West, making a pretty penny without ever having to spin a single silk cocoon. Finally, social media influence. Being an influencer isn't just about posting pretty pictures. It's about network and skill leverage. The larger and more engaged your network, the more valuable you are to brands. You could use tools and platforms to manage your social media posts, analytics, and even communications. Once you hit a certain threshold, you're no longer just a person with a smartphone. You're a media company, leveraging your network to get sponsorship deals, sell products, or even launch your own brand. The smartphone is just the tool. Your network and your ability to engage them is where the real leverage lies. Third, let's look at a young millionaire that we have all heard of and has used leverage. Take a look at Ben Francis, who founded Gymshark at 19. He leveraged his initial success by reinvesting profits, and eventually his business caught the attention of large investors. In fact, Ben first starting his fitness empire by dropshipping products.
If you found value in this video, go ahead and smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content where we take age-old wisdom and make it applicable for you today. Remember, time waits for no one, but timeless principles wait for everyone willing to take action. Until next time, hustle hard and make your own destiny.